What is up, YouTube? This is Asian with Cards, and yesterday I went to the Frederick, Maryland regional hosted by Torm City Games, and I ended up getting second place. I went 7-1. I lost the last round to the mirror match, and I mean I could have, I guess, played better, but I was just like zoning out because I already went undefeated, so I was gonna top anyway. So I wasn't like too upset about that, and I was already like super tired throughout the day. So yeah, I was trying to get my invite, and so it happens that I got that I top 8 instead. So I got second place. I got the deck box and the new dragon ruler mat, which is pretty cool. I didn't like it at first, but I think it's growing on me. So yeah, guys, I'll get on with the profile. I played Blue Eyes Primite, 4 to 3 cards. And then before I get to the profile, shout out again, Tournament City Games in Frederick, Maryland. Great card shop. This is their first regional ever. So it kind of started off kind of weird because there was like 30 people who weren't entered into the system. So there was like a huge repair in the beginning. But after that, the rounds went by pretty quickly. So yeah, shout out to them. Shout out to all my friends who were there. Everyone was like supporting me throughout the day and like asking for my record. So I appreciate all my friends who were there and everyone who supported me and gave me good vibes. And all my opponents were pretty chill also. So yeah, for Blue Eyes Primite, for the starters, we play Triple Stage. Shout out to the QCR that I got right after the event. I was trying to get 2 more, but yeah, it's a starter, main card. Don't have to explain that. Triple Maiden, standard, and Triple Wishes. These are like the 9 core like starter cards of the deck. Move my deck box out of the way. I've seen a lot of people play 2 Wishes, but I like 3, at least going first, or at least like game 1. It's an easy side out going second. Even going first, sometimes I'll side it out. So yeah. Oh, pardon my voice. I literally woke up like 5 minutes ago. I was going to film this video yesterday when I got home, but I was super tired. So that's it for the 9 core Blue Eye starters. And then for Primite, triple barrel, triple load, and double drill beam. At first I was playing 42 cards with 1 drill beam, but at the last second, I put a second one in, and it came in clutch a lot of times. Being able to like hard open it going second is really good to like break boards, especially if you open up Blue Eyes or if you summon a Blue Eyes off load. Because a lot of times they'll like ash your load search, but then if you special summon the Blue Eyes, then have like a drill beam, you can at least disrupt them that way. So it's really good to have that. These cards like overperformed. A lot of my games are just like Primite control with like hand traps. So, and then we have 2 one-ofs, talents. I saw this a lot, like later in the rounds, like rounds like 6 and 7. I drew this both games, so that was pretty cool. And then Prosperity. The only time I Prosperity'd was against the Rizio player, and he had we were like grinding. He had a detonator and I had like a True Light, and I Prosperity'd, and he didn't chain detonator. And I was able to dig for Slayer, so that was cool to out that, and then I won from there. And for non-engine, we play triple Nibiru, standard. I'd probably cut this. This doesn't come up at all. I think I was able to Nibiru the Amir match, but he was playing like a weird build with like the rare metamorph cards and like red eye stuff. So after I nibbed him, he had like a lot of follow-up. So, but yeah, it's still a good card. 2 Bell. I wanted something more impactful against the Mitsurugi deck, and having this against the ritual monsters, like when they get tributed and like try and come back, it's really good. 1 Veiler. I was playing 1 Veiler just because it's not really good in like most decks. I mean, it's okay. Like if they open up pretty poorly, you can hit him at like a choke point, like Ice Rizio, but a lot of times your opponent just has like infinite extenders. So I just wanted 1 to search off your combo. So yeah. And then triple Ash, standard. Probably one of the best hand traps universally. Nothing to say about that. This card is really good at stopping like the ritual and prayers. So I usually held it for that. And then triple Droll, obviously, really good card. Just bad against Malice, but I feel like you want this game 1 against all the other decks, and you'll sacrifice like, I guess, dead drawing against Malice, because your side deck is pretty much like Malice hate at this point. Triple Imperm, standard. Nothing to say about that. It's different from Veiler because you can draw this as your 6th card, and it doesn't play around talents, and you can't call by it. So, and then probably the best hand trap was Purge. This being paired with like any other hand trap is broken against the Mitsurugi deck, because you can hit their prayers, and then if they try and combo off with anything else, you have like other disruption, and being able to set this off Tyrant is insane. Drawing these 2 together is insane. I think I did that once, and it was I like impermed his ice, and then I destroyed his detonator or his duo drive, so that was pretty cool. So that's it for the hand traps. It is 18. Yeah, the only thing I would cut is maybe Nib, and I'm not sure what I would put in maybe like a third bell, but that's about it. I would probably main, what's that card called? I'm not sure about Ghost Ogre. I might main Ghost Ogre or Slayer, something else, just some non-engine. So that's it for that. And then for the bricks, play a lot of them. Unfortunately, like this is probably the deck that plays the most bricks. That's probably the downside of the deck. 2 blue eyes. I drew this round 6 and 7. I drew this twice, like game 2 round 6, and then game 3 of round 7. But it didn't matter because my opponent also bricked, and I had skill drain, so that was cool. And then the 2 spell bricks. Aurora's sort of a brick. It can get you started if you open up like Sage and they Veiler it. You can like at least do this and make a spirit. And then the 2 trap bricks. Cards were pretty. Majesty was like so good all day. I was just able to pop stuff and keep your Rizal opponent off 2 monsters. Was really good. So that's it for the bricks. That's it for the main deck. It's 43 cards. And then I'll get on with the side and extra. So let's do all my tokens, field centers. 2 spirit. I would definitely play 3 spirit in the future because a lot of times the combo I was going for in this deck was not like super crazy. I would just end on like spirits, the trap, maybe a drill beam, and like some hand traps. And a lot of times my opponent would nib me on my spirit, but I would save my maiden effect for load or the true light, and then I would make a second spirit. So at that point I'm down 2 spirits turn 1. So I would definitely want to play a third one of this because if you're like out of spirits, your deck, like half your extra deck is dead at that point. 1 Lina. This card was broken all day. Against the Odeon Fiendsmith deck, I was able to OTK him by taking his engraver. 1 Seals. I think I made this once. This card, honestly, I'm not going to say it's cuttable because that's insane. Like, every Dragon deck should play this card. But it didn't come up that much. So, I think 1's fine. 2 Spirit. This card was crazy all day, obviously. Yeah, really good card. I used this effect to summon from hand a couple times, which is crazy because I would summon it. I would activate the Mausoleum. They would like interrupt the Mausoleum, and then I would just use the effect, and they're like, "Oh, he probably has it in hand," and I'd summon it from hand. So not the most ideal position to be in, but it's something. Okay, so I can keep these in the shot for you guys. And then we have the one of the Omni Negate. This card was I made this every game. I'm not sure if I would play 2, probably not, but it's really good. You make it every time. It's like a huge wall. They can't really beat over this, and then it just a negate. The 1 Ancient Fairy Life Dragon. This is the new card from Alliance Insight. This card definitely came in clutch. Just being able to do more damage because it what it does is just attacks and defense. So with Spirit, you can just get more damage in. The 1 Lightstorm. This card was really good against my Odeon matchup. I had this plus the trap, so I just like wiped this whole board. And then for Moonlight, I think I'm honestly, I'm forgetting now, but I'm pretty sure I didn't make this at all. And if I did, it probably was like not impactful because if I can't remember it. So you could definitely cut this, maybe for a 3rd spirit. I'm not sure because sometimes I feel like this is going to come up where I do need this like for non-targeting bounce. And then we have the 1 Typhon. I think every deck should play Typhon. Doesn't really matter what. The 2 Blue Eyes Fusions. I didn't need Tyrant, second Tyrant, so I think this is fine. And then the 2 Slayer targets. I played the mirror match and I sided in the Slayer, but I didn't see it. And then Aggregator came in against the Rizal player just once. And the other Rizal player was playing Mitsurugi Rizal. And I did see that in one of my hands, but unfortunately he just opened up Mitsurugi cards. So that's it for the extra deck. And then for side deck, Triple Lancia, standard against Malice. Nothing to say about that. Triple Fualos. I wasn't maining Fualos just because I wanted my deck to be as consistent as possible going first. And you're playing, usually you draw one of your bricks, so you're playing with a 4-card hand at that point. And I don't want to see a, I don't want to like open this and then have like a 6-card hand. Or, sorry, there's like cats are messing with me in the background. Yeah, I don't want to have like a 3-card hand at that point, like having like a Blue Eyes plus a Fualos and then like 3 other cards. Because the odds are your opponent's going to hand trap you, and then your hand is dead at that point. So, going first, cross out and call by. I didn't main these. I don't know. I saw a lot of lists like not playing this card, but I think in hindsight I might try and find room for them. Because every time I saw them, it was like game breaking. So, hopefully there's no sound in the background. My cats are like running everywhere. 2 Slayer standard. Yeah, came in clutch, like I said before, against the Rizal player. I might try and fit in Thrust at some point. But yeah, that's that. And then for going first cards, I guess these could go going first too. But we play 1 Anti-Spell. I didn't see this at all. 1 Skill Drain. This won't be my last round around 7, game 3, because I opened up this and then load, and he ashed the load to search, and then I activated load to summon blue eyes, and then I had this in blue eyes, and then I waited for him to summon X, and then I had this. So that was pretty good. And then triple judgment. There's been a consensus over like what's a good going first card. Some people playing this, some people are playing the Dragon's Bind, and some people playing Strike or Warning. I think this is the most universal. It does everything, and sometimes I know in like a Blue Eyes deck you don't really get to summon Blue Eyes, so I wanted this to have like just a blanket coverage versus everything. So yeah, that's it for the deck profile, guys. Yeah, I got top 8. Feels really good. I haven't top 8'd since like 2017. So it's really good to get that off my back, because I definitely really want to top at some point. Just not sure when. I didn't think it would be Blue Eyes, honestly. I just played this deck this weekend because it's the most comfortable deck. I literally play it all the time, like online. Like if I'm playing like something else like Mitsurugi and I get frustrated with that, I'll just switch to Blue Eyes. And it's a pretty easy deck for the most part. And if you know the other matchups, you can do pretty well, because you have like Drill Beam, which is a negate, and you have like stuff you can do, and then like the turn 3 is crazy with this deck. You can like kill him for the most part if you give him like a half board. So yeah, guys, I played against I think 2 Raziel Mitsurugi, 1 pure Mitsurugi, and then 2 mirror matches, and then and then 1 Malice, I believe a Voiceless, and I don't know how many was that, and Odeon Fiendsmith. I think that's 8 decks. My only loss was the last round of Blue Eyes. I misplayed game 1, and then game 2 we had kind of like a shark call. I don't want to say a shark call because my opponent was pretty cool, but something happened there, and yeah, I didn't really care because I was second overall. So yeah, guys, enough rambling about that. I'm just super happy I topped, and shout out to everyone who was there, obviously, and yeah, peace.